welcome to Goodberry! Hi, everybody!
Woo! Welcome to
Yalithimor!
Session 5. This is the penultimate session of Yalithimor, meaning it is the one before the very last session so far. For right now, anyway. So yeah, hi guys, let's see who is here.
We got a sub from Chafrikas and a sub from Paleo Gaming. Subbed for 3 months and 4 months. Thank you so much for your support. Whoop whoop!
Amazing.
Thank you. I see Twinsens, hello. I see Svenetti, hi. The one-time Bulb again, Chafrikas and Paleo Gaming.
Russ Dugan, hello. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday night. Yes, we know that the Critical Role finale is at the same time as our show, but we're not going to let that stop us from having a good time.
Yeah,
right?
We do this on Thursdays.
We've been on the air. We've been on the air for about the same amount of time.
Yeah, you know, it's like we
yeah,
hate
right?
to make you choose, but we're in equal standing for sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Twins, I never heard of it. It's just this teeny tiny little indie Dungeons and Dragons game.
And thank you, Paleo Gaming, for gifting to HF Buckno, gifting a subscription. Thank you.
Yay!
And as you can see, Mariah is not here yet, but she will be joining us as soon as she can. So we're gonna just leave her little space blank until she gets here. Thank you for the cheers,
Yes.
Vanetti.
She says hoping for 7:35. So
great.
There we go. All right. Ooh, thank you for all those little cute cheers.
Oh, the little cheese.
Aww.
Oh, the little cheese.
All right. So, yes, we are back at Yalithimor. Let us go over what happened last time. Hype train!
Whoa! Woo! Choo choo! We got another sub from It's a Me Bando.
Yes!
Yay!
Subscribed for 3 months. Thank you for sticking with us. You are amazing. All right, so we love you guys too. And happy Pride Month to everyone.
Woo!
Yeah! Yay!
So, last time we started, I believe we had already wrapped up the mine, and you guys, yeah, we started by ending the party night after you guys had come back and bringing you back to the dorm quote area. And then you all went to sleep, and you woke up the next morning, and took a while to awaken Adiira. But you all made it to class with no problem. And let's see, I believe we went to very first we did sorcery as poetry, which was Adiira's class. So fun. It's a class all about expressing yourself through your magic, as sorcerers are like to do, you know. And Adiira really impressed her class with her poem. What's that?
Won.
Oh, you won. Yeah, you won the class for sure. And then we went on to, was it key meditation after that?
Yeah, the not hot teacher.
Far Ados. I don't know. It's all about your taste.
But most mysterious in a way.
Ooh.
He's a Loxodon monk, and he's very comforting, but also during the meditation he seemed a little perturbed, and so did a few of the students who had rolled high on their concentration. And when Snoop kind of snooped into it, she was a little curious about what was going on, and I'd say a bit distrustful, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little nervous because there were some things not being
was not being fully exposed.
Yes, absolutely. So she had every reason to be a little concerned, but I believe, what did the Loxodon monk tell you in terms of why they were?
Yeah, well, I didn't roll well. So I was very much alert during the meditation, and he had been furrowing his brow and felt a connection with someone else within that circle, and something kind of dark was happening within the school, basically. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
in a quick summary of it.
Okay. Yeah. I think it was not so much a connection with another person in the circle, just to clarify, but just like something was off in the kind of school atmosphere.
Oh, right. Oh, because he had asked if there was someone else whose brow.
Right. Was there anyone else who seemed to have a
Yeah.
similar reaction to him?
Right.
And those people clearly felt whatever the weird thing was too.
So it wasn't to them, it was to the school. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, that was disturbing a little bit. Then we went to Sneaking and Stealth, where we met Hatsitha Sizzix, the rogue Yuan-Ti teacher, the sexy one. And
Yeah, that was wild.
yeah, Louis had a good time doing the sneaking and stealth assignment, and actually it paid off. Louis was able to get these elven boots of elven kind, and that's certainly a win. And I also forgot to mention that the Tabaxi twins gifted some things to Snoop early that morning when Snoop came over to confront them. Myrtle apologized for putting them in danger and thanked her and the whole party for protecting them and saving their lives, basically, and said that their mother had insisted they give their saviors 2 health potions and a cloak of protection, which I don't think I gave you the stats on the cloak of protection, but if you Google it real quick, you should be able to add it. It adds to your AC and just protects you, you know?
I love a little protection.
Yeah, who doesn't? And then, so after Sneaking and Stealth, where Louis, I won't say they totally aced it, but made it by the skin of his teeth. After that, we went to Communion, where Grandma Toofy and Xena climbed up to the very top of the westernmost tower on campus and met their very handsome professor, Wiltil Marison.
Oh yeah, I remember flirting.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Elba, hello.
Yeah, our Idris Elba type. And they each went to, there's a lot of different rooms in this tower where all different kinds of gods could be communed with. So Xena and Grandma Toofy went to the Sergio room and began their communion. And first we saw what Xena experienced. And that was a little bit concerning, wouldn't you say, Avril? Do you want to tell us a little bit about what that experience was?
Yeah, I don't really know what it is yet, but sounds like Sergio wants me to come to him.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Aldane
Are there no
Hall.
pictures of Sergio? Like, do you not know what Sergio looks like? Does nobody know what he looks like?
Kind of unicorn.
Yeah, there's like an idol there that's a crystalline kind of unicorn that's iridescent.
But that's not what came to her look like.
That's true. That is not what came to her looked
No,
like.
it was not.
Yeah.
But you know, when we have like blind faith in our deities that are just circumstantial based on our, parentage, we can turn a blind eye to a lot of stuff. We see something that looks a little out of place and we're like, yeah, that's probably a sign from God, right?
That is very true.
We all whip our own and make narratives that helps us too.
Jessica explains religion in 30 seconds.
Exactly. The consequences of inherited religion. Yes. This is another course in Yalithimor that Jessica will be teaching.
I'm just role-playing Grandma Toofy.
So, yeah, Xena's experience was very dark. There was purple flame kind of happening. That feeling of being hugged, but it also feeling very empty was there again. And the voice was very low and very, they said, "Come, dear one," and entreated her to meet them beneath Ildane Hall tonight. Got a huge plane going over me right now, so that's going to be nice and loud.
That's right, we can't hear it.
I can't even hear it.
You will. Anyway, so anyway, so it was definitely like a kind of a creepy feeling, but it's not a feeling that she's not used to. She's experienced it a couple times before, and her magic has always been purple. So there's that. And then where we left off was that Grandma Tufi had rolled an 8 on a percentile die, trying to get as close to 0 as possible.
Yes.
So pretty dang good, if you ask me. And yeah, so now we are going to see what Grandma Tufi experiences.
Gonna take out a
Left on a cliffhanger.
pad.
Yeah, we did leave on a cliffhanger. All right, so let me pull that up. Let me pull it up, baby. All right, so
Ollie.
Xena comes out of her prayer and kind of sits there in silence as Grandma Tufi is still praying. And some of this was happening simultaneously, but I'll say that Grandma Tufi comes out about a minute or two after Xena does. So Xena, do you want to, are there any thoughts going through your mind or anything that you want to, like any inner monologue you want to express after that?
I want to just stare at Grandma Tufi and just watch her as she meditates or communes, just to see her expressions.
Okay, cool. So you see her just enter a state of, she just looks like she's at total peace, just as if she's like wrapped in warm clouds. Just, she looks so peaceful. And with that, we'll zoom into Grandma Tufi's mind. She at first focuses on her breathing and then focuses on the feelings of that Sergio generally, that she believes he encourages in the world. Unity, kindness, goodness, purity of heart, things like that. And then as she kind of gets into the zone and is able to go very, very still and bring her breathing to a very slow pace, a little smile curling up at the edge of her mouth, she is slowly drifted into this bright tunnel of light. And then that drift becomes a little bit faster, and suddenly she's rushing through the tunnel of light. But she doesn't feel any fear in that. It's just, this river is just really moving fast, but she knows that she's safe and secure. So she's pulled through this bright tunnel and suddenly finds herself seated on soft grass that shimmers, and it has sort of a translucent glass-like quality almost. And she realizes that she is beneath a similarly glass-leaved willow tree in some sort of a magical meadow.
Did you say glass-leaved?
Yes. So
wow.
Yeah, but if you touch it, it just feels like leaves. But however, you hear it, the leaves kind of clinking together like a wind chime. And it's the biggest wind chime you've ever seen. I mean, it's a willow tree, it's a whole tree, you know? So it's simultaneously able to clink together and look like glass, but feel like leaves, and the grass is the same kind of way. So you realize you're under this willow tree in sort of a iridescent, magical meadow that it seems like everything has a prismatic quality to it, where the light shines through these glass-like things and or a glass light plants and creates rainbow light kind of everywhere, little spritz and stars of rainbow that you see on the tree trunk and on your own skin and just everywhere. Everything here seems to sparkle and shimmer. The clouds in the sky switch between lavender purple to a sage green to baby pink. And to be honest, the visuals are a little bit overwhelming. It's a lot. And on top of that, the smell of the air keeps changing. At first, it's sweet and gentle and floral, like orange blossoms. But then, after you breathe out, you breathe in again, and you catch a whiff of ocean salt air. And then the next breath is blueberry muffins. It's just all of these nice smells, but they keep changing. It's needless to say, it would probably be difficult for you to live here or stay here for a very long time because your brain would probably just eventually shut down from the overstimulation. It's just so much happening. And while it's so beautiful, it's just a little bit more than you and your three-dimensional kind of state can take. And you also notice, speaking of three-dimensional, that everything seems to be growing and wilting and at its peak kind of all at once. There's kind of like, it's a little bit of a time warpy place where the past, the present, and the future seem to be kind of all happening at the same time. It's really hard for your brain to comprehend, but somehow that's just the feeling that you get when you look at these things, that they are constantly in many states of growth and death and birth. So, despite all of the overstimulation, you have an overwhelming feeling of rightness and goodness in your heart. And then, from across the field, something catches the light, as if someone had turned a mirror and suddenly there was a reflection. But then it gets a little bit bigger and you realize, no, it's not catching light, it's emanating light. And then you see the shimmering prismatic body of Sergio, the most beautiful unicorn you could possibly imagine.
Oh my god.
His fur is kind of the same quality as all of the plants, where it could be glass, it could be like that kind of iridescent coated glass, if that makes sense. And so it has all of the colors in the rainbow in it, but as he turns, it all kind of reflects and shines, and it's just such a beautiful experience just to view him. His mane and his tail are made of the same kind of thing, but they're a little bit lighter and longer, and just, I mean, you just want to touch it. You just want to pet this beautiful fur. It looks like it would heal you, or that it, like that it would just make you feel so at peace to come in contact with it. So he approaches you, and he just, so majestic. And then he comes to kind of a trot and stands in front of you, proud, looks to you from the side. You will seek guidance, my child.
Sergio, my lord, it is such an honor to hear your voice. I fear something dark is coming for my Justina.
He whinnies, and a rainbow shoots from his horn, starting small from the horn, but then growing into this massive band that stretches across the sky over the tree that you're sitting up against, just and behind you, in front of him. And then he does something you were not expecting. He kneels down and gets on the ground and says, "Come," indicating to his back that you should mount him.
All right. Oh, all right. And Grandma will do her best to swing herself up onto the unicorn. It's been a very long time since Grandma has mounted anything.
Right, but and so you would expect. I'm sorry, I just caught on. Yeah, that's probably right. That's why everybody keeps trying
Not
to
for
set you
long
up.
if Snoop has
I know.
her way.
Exactly. That's true, but what? So you would expect that you would feel some aches and pains getting up on him. However, you don't. It's you feel simultaneously as if you were 8 years old and 27 years old and 108 years old. You're kind of, you yourself are going through this weird time warp thing, and it's definitely, yeah, it's a spiritual experience. So you're not sure how much of this is actually physically happening to you and how much of this is just in your mind or your spirit, but it feels very real. So might as well be real, right? So you get on his back, yeah?
Yes.
Then he stands up and he begins to gallop into these, across the meadow and across the magical. As you pass the trees and rocks, it just, everything shines and more kind of, it has like a disco ball effect, but rainbow just shines all over you. And he begins to go faster and faster and faster. And then suddenly everything is blurring. He's going so fast that you can't even really see the world around you anymore. So he asks you, "What do you seek to know, my child?"
Sergio, what happened? What happened to Zalea? I fear for Xena that she's not blessed by her powers. But I know I believe in you and I have everlasting faith, Sergio. But Zalea is gone and she's been gone for a long time. And her daughter, I just want what's best for her.
Sergio continues to gallop. And by the way, you are holding onto his hair a little bit, gently. You're not pulling, obviously, and it feels great. His hair is just like the softest, most comforting. You wish you could have a blanket or just like your clothes made of this, because it's so beautiful and comfortable. But he continues to gallop, and he keeps this he's in a full-on gallop, just like the most beautiful muscle-bound creature you've ever seen. He begins to speak, and as he speaks, it might be a little hard to understand it sometimes because he changes the tenses a lot. He doesn't use past, future, and present tense in the correct way all the time. So if you hear an incorrect tense, that's why, because he's clearly kind of living in a 4-dimensional or beyond space. He's not moving through time in a 3D way the way you do. So he's galloping still, and he says, "Zalea was always destined to betray Sergio."
Betray. My daughter betray you. Why? What did she do, Sergio? I have not had answers.
She will be the sticking point in the Zitsuchi clan trajectory.
Zitsuchi clan?
She was always destined to be.
What?
She strayed, sold her soul for the powers where I would not give her, because I knew what she would do. And it all has played out the way it must.
Sergio, my lord. please tell me that you have blessed my Zina, and it is your power that we see.
He starts to slow down, and around you, as he starts to slow down, you see that the world around you becomes a black, purpley flamed place. You see Xena on one side as a little tiny toddler. And then you see her, at first you see her as an adult, and then she shrinks into a toddler, and then she turns into a baby, and then you see Zalea pregnant with her. And then you see, it's like it's moving backward in time. You see Zalea speaking with you and arguing. And then you see Zalea speaking with some kind of a horrible devil-like being. And
my daughter.
I'm not sure if you would know who this being was, but it looks like a very, very, very powerful devil. And then as time continues to go back, you see Zalea coming back home and arguing with you, and then alone in her room as a younger satyr, trying to do any kind of magic, praying, hours and hours praying, nothing happening, it just doesn't come to her. But she tried more than anyone in your clan, but the powers just never came. And then you finally see you holding her as a little satyr, and you're a young satyr at this point too, or a young woman satyr. And it freezes as you hold her and look at her, and you're watching yourself obviously here. So he says, he wanted her to join him. She must resist. And with that, you see this one, it feels a little bit more like it's an animated thing that you're seeing as opposed to a physical 3D thing that you're seeing. It looks almost like illustration, and it's kind of all around you. On one side of you is this huge purpley devil creature, and on the other side is tiny version of Xena looking up at him, and him looking down at her and smiling and reaching out to her. She must resist. She is the key to preventing him from opening another planar rift. This one will be of an origin that will be extremely dangerous to those who love peace, unity, harmony. She must resist. Her decision will determine the future of Iridil. It is the sticking point. Guide her. And then with that, you guys take off again, and you go through this kind of fast-moving white tunnel, and you are back in the communion room. And with that, and so Xena sees you start awake like that.
Grandma, are you alright?
Xena, my dear. And she's gonna pull her into a huge hug. Xena.
I hugged super tight.
Xena.
Yes, Grandma?
I saw Sergio. He rode on his back. It was glorious.
I bet it was.
But my dear, I have to tell you something.
Oh, I have something to tell you too. I've also met Sergio. We're so blessed to be in this room together.
You met what did he say to you, dear?
Oh, Grandma, it's everything you were teaching me. He just wants me to come back home to him. Isn't that lovely?
What did he look like, dear? What did Sergio look like?
I mean, he has horns, and he has like a cloak of some sort, but he's totally fine. But he just really wants me to come back, and I just feel like the stars are aligning finally, where we both are able to see Sergio together at the same time, and...
Xena! She grabs her by her shoulders, pulls her close. Xena!
Grandma!
Your mother was not blessed by Sergio. She tried. We all prayed. But his powers passed over her. And I'm afraid she made some kind of deal with another kind. And it's been passed on to you. We have to make sure that you're not learning dark powers, that you stay strong, that you stay in the light. You must keep up with your prayers. And I don't want you to pray unless it's with me. The power of our prayers together will keep you in the light.
Grandma, I've already apologized the other night when I came home and didn't pray. I'm sorry, I've already apologized and we've prayed together, and...
Xena,
If...
unless you see Sergio, as I have described him, shining iridescent rainbow unicorn, unless you see that figure, it could be a darker force trying to take you away from me, away from the goodness of this world.
Alright, Grandma, but did you know about my mother?
Yes. Yes, dear. I'm sorry I kept it from you for so long. It was embarrassing to everyone, to the clan, for our sacred power to stop with my daughter. We were hoping it would be passed on to you. And I still have hope that it will be, as long as we can keep you on the right path.
Is that why nobody liked me growing up?
Oh, they feared you, child. It was just fear. People fear they do not know. And they did not know if you were blessed. Come. Let us get back to class and we'll discuss this further.
Grandma, it's just... I don't know what to do. I feel like this force really wants me to meet him, and it seems like it's Sergio, but you're telling me it's not Sergio, and there's just so much going on right now, and then my ma lied and is not great, and I just don't want to be like her.
For our purposes, dear, your mother is dead. She's gone. She strayed, dropped you off with me. She possibly has put you in harm's way, and I will never forgive her for that.
I hug Grandma super tight.
Come. We mustn't let our absence be known. And she'll take Xena by the hand and guide her back to class.
Yeah, like clutch close, like an adult who's really, really, really insecure. Like a.
Well, that was really hard for her. That makes sense. Oh my gosh, great job, guys.
And
thank you for that.
Very happy.
we did get a advantage for Alex for the incredible DMing from Liam Gordis. Thank you, Liam.
Thank you, Liam. And I have more good news. Mariah is ready. So
Yay! All right, let's bring
Yay!
her in. All right, give me just a second. We're gonna go to the Be Right Back screen.
a quick
But
tiny break.
take
while
1
we get her
minute.
set up.
All right, see you
1
soon.
minute break.
Hi, we're back. Woo! Full cast.
Yay! The break was just to bring Mariah in, and we're so glad that she's here now. Yay!
Yeah, I'm stoked. Thank you for having me.
So Mariah, you just missed a pretty incredible scene of
Really? No.
yeah, where Grandma Toofy communicated with Sergio, and
It happened?
some things were revealed.
Okay.
We now know that
Okay.
Sergio did not bless Xena's mother with the powers because he called her a sticking point, meaning that she was always. Sergio is kind of an inter space-time being where like he doesn't run through space forward the way that we do. It's all simultaneously happening for him. So he just knew somehow that she was always going to betray him, and that she did. And from what it seems, she made some kind of a deal with a devil creature, and then came our little friend Xena. And Xena is being asked to, well, Sergio said that Xena, that the devil creature will ask for her to join him, and told Grandma Toofy to guide her so that she will resist. So that's what we have. And then they had an emotional.
Real heavy. It was,
Yeah.
it was an emotional reveal.
Yeah. And they had an emotional scene after too, where Grandma Toofy vowed to guide her, and also said, for all intents and purposes, your mother is dead to us. So that was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Because the mother disappeared. What was that?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
I said, okay. Yeah.
All right. So they hugged, they left the tower, and now we're in between classes. So in between every class, there's about a 30-minute break. So there's like a little gap. So, you know, maybe you guys will want to meet up or something. The quad seems like a good place. I don't know. What can I say that you all kind of like wander to the quad?
Yeah.
And find each other.
Hey, Iris,
Great.
basking in the sun.
I wanna on my way
Laying there.
just back
With lizard dogs.
Yes.
Amazing.
Of course. Obviously.
Louis has been reading on a bench what seems like all morning. There's only about like 10 pages finished out of this book that seems as though it's a textbook, but I don't even think it's one from his class. I think it's one that he found.
It's the equivalent of Catcher in the Rye for D&D world.
Yes, it is. And he does not know how much time has passed in this entire day. So as Mariah, I don't know what you guys have gone through. Same with Louis, who has just been here.
And just so you know, everyone is coming out of their first class, which we covered last time. So you will have just done stealth and sneaking and have gotten those awesome Boots of Elvenkind.
Right. Oh, I'm wearing the boots right now on this bench as I'm reading this book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's up on the bench, just like
I'm showing
Showing
off.
off.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
1000%.
And
Yes.
as you should.
Okay, got it.
And Snoop, I think you were gonna say something, like you were gonna do something.
Oh, I just wanted to, I know we're like gonna meet up, but I wanted to kind of, the professor left and I wanted to kind of make distance, but follow him back to where his
Ooh, yes, Shadow Monk.
office is.
Very clever.
Okay, so you follow him to the east side of campus, and you see that he goes into one of the many offices. There's like a large office building where many professors can just have a room if they have earned it or whatever. His room is kind of decked out with tufts. It's very comfy seeming. There's a lot of draped white curtains and yellow and orange. Are you kind of watching from outside of a window, or are you going inside? Or
I guess I'm trying to see, like, I mean, if I can go inside, if it would make sense for a student to go inside and not like be weird.
I don't. Well, I mean, I
Because
guess if you were going to go and talk to a professor,
Right. So,
because email doesn't exist, so
right. You used to have to just go into their office.
yeah.
So, I just wanted to see if like he meets with anybody else, or if he's looks hurried or concerned or.
He does look concerned. I'll say you're able to sneak behind him successfully to his office, and you see he kind of leaves his office door open because it is his office hours. Students are allowed to come by and talk if they need to.
You don't need to sneak.
What's that?
So she doesn't need to sneak. She could just go there.
Yeah, but I mean, if she wants to talk to him, but if she doesn't want to be seen, then yeah, but you don't have to sneak into there, but you might have to sneak so that he doesn't.
Yeah, I
you
don't
will
want
have
him
sneak.
to see me there.
Yeah. So you're able to successfully, even without making a roll, follow him far enough behind that he goes into, well, he walks it down the hall and you see which office he turns into. It's far enough down that you can kind of stay back. And then you're able to walk up there and see in the reflection of the glass of the door. He's got this really pretty ornate glass door. He's sitting on the tuft, just kind of, sorry, quietly in I don't. He's just thinking and kind of meditating on what happened. He just seems concerned, and then he gets up and walks to his desk. And he will be able. You should do a stealth check now because he might be able to catch you. Because he's walking.
My watch.
Because this would be the time when you would need to back away and like go up against the wall so that he doesn't see you.
Right.
Shadow monks have cast without or pass without a trace, right?
Yes, but I haven't done that.
Yeah, so far you haven't needed to, but
Yeah.
depends on how you want to react.
12?
At 12. Yeah, I'll say you are able to move out of the way, but you do make a sound.
Mm-hmm.
And he does hear that.
I'm gonna run. Like as soon as I make a sound, I'll know, and I'll get out of the way. Like I'll just leave. Yeah.
You hear him. Hello. Hello.
And I'll be like,
Oh!
Hello. And then, he kind of makes his way over to the door, and as he's turning out the door, he looks the wrong way first. Huh? And then he looks the other way, and he sees the door closing behind you, but he doesn't see you.
Great, excellent. I'll make my way to the quad with everyone else.
And he's, for the record, even more concerned now.
Fair.
Professors do have office hours there, Jafrikas, just so you know. That was a question. So now do you head to the quad or anybody else?
I'll head to the folks.
Okay, cool. So you guys head to the quad. Everybody kind of gathers around where Adiira was sunbathing because, you know, her gold jewelry is really easy to catch your eye, and her hair, you know, it's just like, she's just like a bright shining beacon, and you're all like, oh, there's our people. Kind of make
my eyes are closed, so I have no idea they're there.
But
I'm enjoying my lizard dogs.
Okay, cool. So does anybody say anything or?
I'd like to walk up to Ariaira and lay down right next to her. Ariaira, how's your class?
Okay, I feel very rudely awakened. I'm very uncomfortable, but I see that it's Xena, and I say they were fine. That's it.
That sounds.
And then I see Grandma Toofy, and I give Grandma Toofy one of my lizard dogs.
Oh.
But only Grandma Toofy.
Does anyone want to ask me how my class went, friends?
Shoot my gaze over. I see the boots.
Yeah.
Very beautiful boots you have there.
I know, don't you like them? I had to do
do.
some really wild stuff to get them, and I've never felt cooler in my life, but really, I'm sorry, I needed you guys to see. Thank you for paying attention.
I touch the boots, and I see that they're made of quality leather, or faux vegan approved leather, and I give a brief nod of approval.
Louis takes that in, is instantly like, oh, that meant a lot. That meant a lot. I was like, wow. Yeah, these are some good boots. I knew it.
Yeah, that holds a lot of weight.
Yeah.
That approval.
Absolutely.
While you guys are gathered out there, does anybody, Grandma Toofy and Xena, how is your emotional state and how obvious is it? How much are you trying to hide it?
Trying to hide it pretty hard.
Yeah.
New friends, just trying to distract myself.
Grandma
Toofy,
Toofy?
hiding it though? I feel like Toofy maybe, but Xena, I feel like might be a crybaby.
I don't know, feel free to roll insight check.
Yeah, I mean, if you feel like, well, have you guys said anything yet? I mean, that is kind of weird of you to have not said anything.
Does
No?
Grandma Toofy even eat meat? I feel like goats don't eat meat.
Grandma Toofy? I think you're muted.
We can't hear you, Jess.
Yeah.
Good point. But I'm half human, so I do eat meat. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. Well, no, I'm not gonna roll insight. Do you guys even say anything? Because maybe I'm still thinking.
Well, Grandma said hello to Louis, and but Grandma is also trying to put on a bold face. She's wise, after all. She doesn't want to wear her emotions on her sleeve. That never bodes well.
Okay.
Sure.
So, why don't you both roll a performance check?
Me and Xena?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Should I use my Yalithimor dice or my super sexy gemstone dice?
Yeah,
I
Yalithimor
know,
dice.
Which is luckier.
This one is lucky.
Which is unluckier. That's what I want.
Bad. I
Okay.
rolled my Yalithimor die. Oh no.
All right, if you roll your Yalithimor die and got bad, I'm not gonna roll that, so I'm gonna roll
Yeah.
my gemstone. Come on, baby.
Oh wait, I'm gonna use my advantage.
Ooh. Okay. 19.
I rolled
plus...
lower. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wasted.
That's what you get.
Wasted.
Performance.
All right, 8.
With the advantage.
24.
With the advantage, I rolled a
Whoa.
5 and a 2.
I rolled a 19.
That is truly the worst.
Okay,
way.
so wow. So Xena is covering it up pretty darn well. She's
Xena's
really
an actress.
I learned
yes.
it from my grandma.
Well, apparently not, because she's Xena is very concerned with these new friends and this new friendship going well, and she doesn't want anybody to think that she's different. She had a really hard time making friends growing up, as she expressed before, and she's not about to risk this friendship.
Oh my God, she's used to hiding herself.
Yeah,
That's why she's so good at it.
I just got chills. Okay,
Oh my god. It's like real life, guys.
It's real.
So, however, Grandma Toofy is just had a transcendent experience with her god and learned that,
Ooh.
I mean, she learned some pretty hard stuff and is just not handling it too well. So
She
you guys
perhaps
do.
looks a little paler than normal.
Yeah,
And she's
looks
not handing out
pale.
her candy as with as much veracity as normal.
Yeah, there's just something off about the lilt of her voice. Just something off about her in general right now. So, does anyone want to do an insight check on that?
Me.
Okay, go for it. Just
Does that just mean I
roll.
rolled a 20?
Roll a d20 and then add whatever your insight modifier is. Find the 20 on this. There it is.
Okay, so I got a 15, and oops, I forgot to open my character.
Oh, it's all good. So at least a 15. That's pretty good.
What are you rolling? Perception?
Insight.
Insight. You got a +3.
All right.
18.
Ooh.
That's pretty damn good. So,
That's
yeah, you immediately clock that something is off about Grandma Toofy.
Oh.
So,
You don't like lizard dogs? Because she's not eating hers.
yeah, she seems, I mean, you say that, but just for your own reference, she does seem like shaken. Like it's probably, maybe you're saying that to save her some pride, but like, you know that it's more than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my eyes are real narrow. What's going
Yeah.
on? I'm not having a good time. Why aren't you having a good time? I mean, like, yes, you don't like lizard dogs?
Come here, dear. May I talk to you? In private, just
okay.
over here.
Okay, I'm gonna
So-
talk to her.
I'll just walk her casually. I am trying to look casual about taking her over to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, while that's happening, I'll guide Snoop over to the bench where Louis is showcasing his glorious boots.
Hey, I have so much to tell you guys. I am very suspicious. Was someone bothering you? Is there a problem? Who was it?
Dear, I have noticed that you have quite strong power about you.
Yes.
Did you learn your power from someone?
No.
Just came
Yes.
to me. Yeah.
Well, both.
My daughter, my granddaughter, Zina. Could I ask you a favor?
Of course, anything.
If you're in class with her,
Mm-hmm.
partner up with her. She needs a friend who is a good influence on her and somebody her own age who she can talk things out with. Yes, you.
Of course. Yes.
You
anything.
understand this power. The power that I have is through prayer. It is from Sergio, as is hers. But
Of course.
her power is stronger, and she will surpass me very soon. So
Unexpected, but okay.
Have you ever felt a draw to dark power? I've never encountered it myself, so.
I'm made of fire, so.
Oh, is that inherently dark?
Well, yes, then. No.
Is it?
I
don't think
let's
fire is
pause
dark.
for just a second. And just to clarify for my own brain, Adiara, your powers come from well, I guess you can reveal this, right? But okay, yeah, so maybe I'll just let you do that then. Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Okay. Well, so you're saying my art? I don't know. Am I dark? I thought I wasn't dark.
Well, just maybe tell her how you got your powers, and you can decide from there.
I don't personally have dark origins, but I get to choose where I lean, because I was licked by a dragon. And that's how I got
I'm sorry,
powers.
my ears.
I was licked by a dragon.
And when
Okay, I
you
did
say
hear
that,
right.
as
Yeah,
soon as
Louis,
you say that, you hear a scream on the other side of the quad.
What?
And you turn toward where the scream is, and you see someone pointing, and oh my God! Wow! And you follow their pointed finger, and you see in the distance, like miles away, a giant red dragon flying directly toward Yalithimor campus.
What?
Oh,
what?
Oh, that's not good news.
We're
That's-
not level 18.
What?
is this?
Everyone starts freaking out. The students, people start to panic, but all
I
first
only
year
have
students,
these boots. That's all
students are running.
Don't
students
panic.
are
I have 2
hiding.
healing potions.
Don't worry, I can heal us.
Ariara gets in front of Grandma too.
The dragon is getting closer, and it's everyone's freaking out. Someone lets off a magic missile, but the range is far too short, and suddenly you hear Headmaster Iroquois's voice ring out across the quad. They stand in the upper window of Ildane Tower on the left side. Everyone listen! Stop moving! They cast a spell, and you spy a 20-foot radius of people who were running and going nuts. Suddenly, they calm down, and they turn toward the headmaster. They're just totally calm. And that effect is somewhat contagious. Suddenly, others nervously follow suit, and there's, everybody's still kind of keeping an eye on the dragon, but everybody's staying calm, a little. I understand that many of you have never encountered a dragon, but Yalithimor has many times. Just stay calm. Do not make any sudden movements, and do not attack. I assure you, this dragon makes a visit every few years when the mood strikes them. She's just a little early this time. And with that, they shut the double doors and disappear into the building. And at this point, the dragon's about 100 yards away. It's coming in on the west side, kind of toward the northwest. And
Do we just stay here?
Well, the dragon perches on a nearby mountain peak and doesn't do anything else. It just kind of tilts its head. It turns its head to the side because its eyes are on either side, and it just watches the campus. Everyone is very nervous in the quad and just doesn't really know what to do about this. But Iroquois has never led anyone astray, as far as you know.
How far away am I from Xena?
Well, you separated, right? So I would say you're probably
Not too far, but we're
Yeah,
on, like the
10
bench.
feet away, maybe.
Okay, so I will cast, I will slowly, with Adaira keeping her next to me very close, I'll slowly inch my way towards Xena and cast Sanctuary on her.
Aww. So the dragon appears to be waiting. And then you see, if you're watching over there, everybody's like just kind of hushed and talking, watching what's going to happen. You see Iroquois, well, Ildane is kind of blocking it, but Iroquois goes out the back door and walks down the path. You assume this when you see them pop up, but walks down the path and goes to the place where the meditation class took, and then follows that down to a peak, a cliffside, and is just on the ledge of this peak where basically it's this little peak here, and then this peak here that's got a huge dragon on it. You see that they're talking and speaking Draconic to each other, apparently. And yeah, so they're going to be talking there for a little while. But for the sake of this, do you guys want to do anything? Do you want to stay where you are? Or?
I will say that Louis is like frozen in what seems to be fear, which is very unlike his character. There's something about seeing the dragon that has brought away that once they're excited, kind of cocky about these boots, and he's gotten rather solemn and afraid.
I'll
Ariara
poke.
is just watching everything. I am very, very invested in everything that's going on, and I will interject if something goes kinky or hinky. I mean, hinky.
I mean, if it goes kinky, yeah.
Hey.
If you know,
poke
you do
Snoop.
notice that a few students are creeping down to get closer to hear the conversation.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Snoop.
Snoop,
Yeah.
do you understand Draconic?
No, I wish.
Oh,
Do you?
no.
Adiara, I'll say that you can hear this too.
Yeah, I think I can understand Draconic.
Yeah, I think you can.
Okay, so now we've got a creep because I'll be damned if someone hears something I don't.
So did you say that to the group that you understand Draconic, or are you just kind of going on your own?
I'm taking Toothy with me, and then we'll go
So
from there.
without explanation, you just grab her hand and go. So do
We are
you,
Where are you
marching
guys
forward.
going?
Wait,
We're not even
going.
sneaking.
where
We
are you taking Gran? And then I'll just grab everybody else and like drag them with me too.
Xena, are you sure? Are you sure about this?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
They're taking Gran.
Yeah, we should go with Toofy. There's your grandma. You love
Damn
her.
right.
When do we
she
get
is.
to the dragon part?
Okay, so
Are we
you
close to
go.
it?
Yeah, you're able to go down there, and the dragon isn't really paying much attention to all these humans or like humanoids. They're just not that interested really, but is talking to Iroquil, and the dragon's voice is quite loud, and also Iroquil has their thaumaturgy going. So you hear, you kind of are coming up on the middle of the conversation. You hear, there's such a disruption every time you do this. It would be nice if you gave us a little bit of heads up. And you hear the dragon go, oh, wasn't I just here, I don't know, 40 years ago or something? That was just like yesterday. What's the big deal? And he's like, Iroquois goes, they go, it's fine. We will deal with it. Now, how many students will you be taking this time?
Excuse me? Oh,
What are they saying?
Oh my god.
And the red dragon goes, oh, I don't know, just give me the ones that can get the most gold, please. Just the ones that have a good eye for jewels. I'm low on rubies lately.
Ariara was explaining. I was translating, but now all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, now I'm quiet.
Why'd you do that? Ariana, why'd you do that? Why are you not talking?
Iroquois.
Ariara puts her hood on. No more fire.
Covers up all the jewelry. Okay. So Iroquois goes, you remember our deal? Do I need to remind you again? Oh, it's been so long. Well, I believe you told me just the other day. It hasn't even been that long. Of course I remember. They get me, my riches, and then they can just be around, and as long as they leave me alone, right? He's like, you have to give them time to study your lifestyle. You must want this, right? You must be low on your treasures if you've come back, yes? And yes, I need more to my hoard. Just whatever you need. Just I'll take 3. All right. And if you defy or break our deal, then you will be attacked by all of the power that Yalithimor has behind it. Oh, yeah, all the power. And it's so powerful. Well, if you get several high-level wizards, we have hundreds of them here, it would be a threat to you and the Firelands of Crete. Now, we don't want to do that, but that's why we have this deal. Yes. Just pick them, and I'll be waiting. Iroquil comes down from the hill, and as he turns around, all the students that were watching kind of like, and they scatter and, nothing. So, later, students kind of gather back in the quad, and Iroquil comes out and makes another announcement, long and short of it, explaining that this situation, basically, it's kind of a study abroad program where students can travel to the Firelands of Crete, where the dragons live, and just study them and learn about the culture, learn about their mating rituals, their just everything about dragons that you could want to know, their hordes.
Grandma 2 feet.
Right?
I've never mounted anything before.
I didn't say never. I just said it's been a long time. How do you think you got made, dear?
Oh.
Sergio delivered me.
Yes, he flew in and delivered you in a sack. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So yeah, it's kind of he announces excuse me, I'm very bad at my pronouns today. They announce that this is an opportunity that anyone who is interested in can opt for. Not everyone will be chosen, but then again, it's a very risky opportunity as well because it's dangerous. It's a dragon, and dragons don't really care for humanoids or mess around in our affairs, their affairs at all. They kind of do their own thing, but this dragon is particularly fond. They have a horde and they're kind of lazy is the impression that you get. They don't like to go out and get their own riches. So they have a student or 3 students or however many it is that year go on adventures to find their riches for them and bring them back to them in exchange for letting them explore their caverns for a limited time or observe them for a certain amount of time. So yeah, and if you want to sign up, then you just have to go into Isledane Hall and speak with the professor of Draconic. And and their name I can pull up for you in a minute. But yes, would you like to?
Okay, so I don't know if this is what happened, but I told you guys I had to tell you something. Oh wait, do we even know what the dragon said?
Yeah, you guys heard everything.
Okay.
Basically, I mean, except for the beginning of the conversation, but yeah, you heard the main parts.
Okay. So my professor for my first class was basically concerned that there's like something dark happening on the campus, and I don't know if this is what it is. Maybe that's what it is.
Ariel is suspicious. So you think that the dark force was the red dragon?
I don't know. This seems like it's like maybe not that bad.
Well, Grandma Toothy, do you think?
Well, dear, it seems as though you are our resident expert in dragons. Do you think?
Dragons aren't dark. They're mean, but they're not dark.
I, in my experience, have not had the best time with dragons, and I think that it could very well be the dark thing that's going on here, and I don't really want to mess with that.
Well,
I want to support what Mariah was just saying, because the history between Goliaths or giants and dragons is lots of wars, lots of conflict. Giants and dragons have not gotten along historically.
Would you say that this is rare that a dragon is in any kind of like discourse with a person within this world? Like,
It's rare, but Yalithimor is rare.
okay.
You know, really nowhere else in this world are all of these cultures combined and all of these studies able to be pursued, you know. So Yalithimor is unique. So if it were going to happen somewhere, it would be here.
I am personally offended by Mariah's blanket statement against the darkness and or lightness of all dragons. I personally haven't revealed to you my actual backstory. I forgot your name, Mariah.
Louis.
I was like, whoa, Yaya's upset with Mariah?
I was like, Mariah loves dragons, and I thought, yeah, so this is, to speak as Mariah, a big dragon fan over here. Yeah. Louis and I don't share all the same values.
No one has ever mentioned the historic history of giants being big, smelly, loud brutes. Now have we?
No, those are your ancestors. So you're a Goliath. So you're not full giant, but that is your ancestors for sure. Louis.
So before
Louis doesn't want to fight this. This is something that's very. He's not angry about dragons. It's something that clearly is affecting him in a very personal way, and he really likes his friends, and he doesn't want it to become that way. It's just, in his experience, it has not been good. So it's not something he wants to be involved in.
Xena squeezes Louis's hand.
He's honestly like very much fighting back, crying.
Adaira feels, fine, if I have to tell you, then I will. I actually am a dragon-born sorcerer. I was actually licked by a dragon. So for you to say, just make blanket claims about being dark, do you think I'm dark? I would never do dark magic.
I don't think you are, Arietta. And then Louis is like, my sister was killed by a dragon and I couldn't save her. So and then he just starts to cry. And he's like, I'm sorry, everyone, and I didn't mean to do that to you. It's something that affects me, and I haven't been able to. And he can't even, like.
Grandma's gonna go over and hug Louis and cast Calm Emotions.
Oh, that's so nice.
On everybody. Actually, because it's a 20-foot radius sphere, but
and we're all going through it right now.
Yeah, you could choose to roll a charisma saving throw if you want to save against it, but I mean, what it actually does is it suppresses charm and frightened, but I mean, flavor-wise, all I'm trying to do is just make everybody feel more at peace here.
Well,
it's all right. It's all right. I'm so sorry.
Adaira is less on fire, but is just generally confused by Louis' actions at this point. And look, I don't know what to say. I did not know about your sister, and okay.
Well, look, Louis, maybe this is why Adaira was sent to us, why you two were meant to meet. Because she's here to show you that
I think
things can change.
I don't mind dragons. It's more what it does and reminds me of what's happened and what I couldn't do. I like Adaira a lot. To be honest, she touched my boots earlier, and it made me feel really cool. And it doesn't change that she's, from a dragon. I still like them maybe even more now. But it just reminds me, sometimes they remind me that I couldn't save my sister and how my parents feel about me because of everything. But maybe you're right. Maybe this is going to help.
Do your parents blame you, dear?
Well, they definitely have never been excited about me ever since, and they weren't really stoked about me coming here, but I'm trying to show them that I'm pretty good at stuff, you know. And he's just starting to like laugh through things because he's cried in front of his new friends that he thinks are really cool and he doesn't know what to do.
Without making eye contact with Louis, Ariari is going to give him one of her bangles. Like one of the really thick gold ones.
Ooh, yes.
Wow.
That was very special to her, but I don't know what body part it'll fit on, but she gives
maybe
that
it's
to
a
me.
ring.
Yeah, ring.
Louis sees it and notices that Ariana's not making eye contact, but he looks over at her and he smiles really big, and he can tell this is a big deal, and all of a sudden he's like, wait, you know, maybe in his little head he's like, maybe I can find my own little chosen family. It doesn't need to be what was given to me from the start. And he takes the bagel and he puts it on his ear.
And it fits really nicely because his ears are so big.
Yeah,
It's like perfect.
it's an
Ariari
ear
says,
bracelet.
I don't think giants are stupid, loud brutes. Anyways, I just.
You're allowed to say it. I think a lot of them are. But thank you.
Well, if anyone, you know, I mean, I might consider. I mean, I don't know. It sounds interesting. Just not.
Ariana, if you go, I'll go. Just declares it.
Gosh.
Well, I need some time to think about it, but it definitely sounds
okay.
interesting.
Okay.
Does anyone know the name of the teacher who's arranging it? Did they say that I stopped?
I didn't say it, but we can retcon that they said Exnen Ravabor is the person you're looking for.
X-Men?
Dragonborn.
X-Nan.
Exnen.
Man.
EX. Oh, actually, it was. Well, I like Exnen. Yeah, EXNAN.
X-Men.
Ravabor.
Good to know.
So yeah, you'll seek out Exnen Ravabor, Professor Ravabor, in the Ialdane Tower or Ialdane, Tower Hall. So yeah, if you want to sign up, that's what you'll do. And the dragon is going to be here, you know, for the next few days. Time is nothing to dragons. They live for thousands of years. So like a day, it could take a nap. You know what I mean? But she's not too happy. The dragon's not too happy to be here. So, you know, you kind of do have to like make a decision.
Maybe I should go check in with that professor and see if this is what was on his mind.
I still just don't think dragons are dark. Grandma Tufi, you were discussing something dark before the great being arrived.
That's what I'm saying. I think maybe that's not it. Maybe there's something else.
Well, Grandma Tufi knows what it is. She was saying something about darkness.
Grandma, do you really know what this is?
No. I just feel something in my bones.
Performance check.
Or deception.
Deception.
Wait,
Yeah,
me
deception.
or Grandma?
Both of you.
Ooh,
Deception.
I have no more advantages left.
Oh, fuck!
Better. Allie, don't get up there. Sit down, Bubba. Okay.
Did I use my advantage?
Yeah, Avril, you have an advantage if you want to use it. Use it. They're there for using.
Do it.
They're there for using.
Yeah, I will use my advantage from Casey app. Thank you, Casey app.
Woo!
And then I'm dried out now after this, so. Fuck no! I rolled a natty 1!
Oh no!
But it's advantage,
yes.
so I'll take my 3.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Let me
wow.
see
I rolled
what
I rolled a 15.
So
Okay.
total I got a 8.
Wow, you have plus. Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh wait, you took
Charisma.
the 3. You took the 3, not the
I took
1.
the
I was like,
3.
how do you have a plus?
I have a plus 5.
Garrett.
Okay. So Grandma Toofy is holding it together. You guys can't really tell if anything's wrong, but you did see her looking sick earlier, so you got that, But Xena, on the other hand, is just trying way too hard to cover it up so that it's very obvious that she's lying and that she does know that something is dark. She knows what's going on campus. And you all see that.
Xena?
I really love one of your lizard dogs. I ran out from Tina.
I only got 2, and that one's Grandma Toofy's, and this one's mine. So.
Xena.
All right. That's
Hey, Xena,
totally
we could
fine.
get you a lizard dog if maybe you told us.
Told you what?
What
You're hiding something from your
is
friends.
going on?
Ooh.
What? Me? From my friends? Absolutely. Yeah, all right. Fine.
All right. The dam is broken. She just. So.
Well, let's hear it.
God damn it, Yaya.
Grandma tenses up, waiting to hear what Xena's gonna say.
So, I've learned a lot during communion class this morning, and I've learned a lot about Sergio and what Sergio may or may not be. And it seems like Grandma has also enlightened me with what Sergio may or may not be as well. And during communion class, to be quite frank with you, I was contacted by Sergio. However, Grandma was also contacted by Sergio, and her descriptions of Sergio was very different from my interactions with Sergio. And I know she's more experienced with this kind of thing, but it was weird because my Sergio wanted me to meet with them in Aldane,
yeah.
Aldane at night, tonight.
What?
We'll
this
go
not-
with you.
Does everyone know who Sergio is? Or Grandma Toofy and Xena know Sergio, so the rest of us wouldn't be familiar.
Grant,
well,
the way
You've heard them talk about
Yeah.
Sergio before, and you've seen their little altar, so I think you would assume you could put it together that it's their god. And also, I just want to clarify, the voice told you to meet beneath Iodane Hall tonight.
Yes,
just
beneath,
specifically beneath.
Sorry.
That's not sus at all.
What? No, it's totally Sergio.
Casual meeting spot?
Your unicorn god wants you to meet him below ground.
Do gods tend to do casual meetings like this?
To be honest with you, I just pray and think about it, and whatever they say, I just kind of follow, and whatever Grandma teaches me, I just follow, because I just want my God to be happy, and it'll make my life happier.
And he looked like a unicorn?
Oh yes, a stellar unicorn. But unfortunately, during my interactions with this one, it's not like that, I guess. But I just figured, Sergio can appear in many different ways.
So what did he look like?
Bad.
Sergio had a horn, but a darker horn, and a cloak, but a darker cloak, and
Xena,
some, yeah.
This isn't looking great. I gotta level with you. I've met a couple unicorns.
You've met unicorns.
I don't think
Yeah.
they wear cloaks.
And I was just gonna say that, Ariana. I've never met one with a cloak. Not once.
They have a cloak.
When Grandma Toofy mentioned Sergio's fur and iridescent behavior, I was that's not my interaction at all. And then it got me quite confused, and then Gran and I had quite a bit of a talk, and then we're still figuring things out.
Grandma, what do you think?
I think there is something dark afoot, and it wants my Xena. But I also want to give her autonomy and the power to make her own decisions. It's hard. I want to protect her, but she also must protect herself.
You're a good grandma.
Karan, didn't you say you want to protect me? Maybe we can just like go there together. I was told to go alone, but
I think maybe we should all go. All of us
Dark
should go.
figure under the tunnels.
I'll go.
beneath Isledane Hall, so I don't know if there's any tunnels down there.
I feel like maybe we all need to go.
Should we all go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tiffany, are you going?
Yes, most certainly.
When do we have to decide about the dragon?
Oh.
You later find out through postings around the school, because they can't just keep making announcements. There's not everybody in the quad all the time. They started like putting it around the school.
No loudspeaker?
Too bad there's not text messages or emails.
Intercom.
Yeah, right. Well, that's like thaumaturgy.
Electricity. Yeah.
Can I interrupt you really quick? We have an advantage that came through from Chifrikas for
Chifrikas!
Xena.
Oh, Jeffrey! Thank you!
All right, so now you can have a little more luck when we encounter this magical unicorn who wants to meet underground.
In a cloak.
And
Thank you,
rainbows.
Chifrikas.
With a dark
Thank
horn.
you to Freakus.
Yeah.
I will
No
add that.
rainbows.
Dark horns, actually, I think is what you had said before. Horns.
Dark
Two of them.
Dark horn.
She only mentioned one of them, but there's two.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was wondering if there were two. I was like,
Yeah.
just one single.
There's two.
Single dark horn.
But I think she's like closing one eye so as not to see that one horn.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
That's a
That's
unicorn.
Sounds
exactly
a little Satan-y.
It's a little Satan-y.
None of my business. None of my business.
So actually, I think you're right that some professors are given the task of doing thaumaturgy and announcing every now and then the situation with the dragon. And you hear that people who want to go for the dragon internship have to go and sign up before sundown, and then they will leave with the dragon at like 10 p.m.
What?
It's all happening right now.
That's
Yeah,
hella
they should have put this in
fast.
the catalog.
It's all
Jeez.
happening so fast. Yeah, it's
What time is it right now?
what's the sun looking?
well,
We
you
still have
woke
our
up
classes?
early.
Like, I know I
Well,
have Sacred Chronicles.
Everybody's kind of freaked
Yeah.
out from the whole dragon thing. Some
Class
people
canceled today?
So we're cutting.
Yeah.
Hey!
class was
Whirling
canceled.
Wonders!
They announced that class is canceled for the rest of the day, just because people are freaking out about the dragon. Some people have trauma around dragons. It's just too much, and Iroquois and a lot of the professors have to like be on call in case the dragon does go batshit, in case it attacks. They have to be ready to fight it. So it's a dragon day. It's like a snow day, but dragon day.
Woo!
So yeah, you have the rest of the day. No more classes.
Wow.
Okay, wait.
Okay,
When
well,
do
I
we have
guess-
to meet her dark surf?
You have to sign up before sundown, and it is, it's like midday now. It's probably noon, but you have to leave with the dragon at around 10 p.m. You'll hear like a to announce that
Dragon Bell.
dragon horn.
Yeah.
Dragon
Time to go.
Tales, Dragon Tales, let's all go. to
Oh my
Dragon
god, I
Tales.
used to watch Dragon Tales!
Let's all go to Dragon Land.
Oh my god!
I love that show.
Yeah,
Dude, I
watched it a
hella
lot.
did too. With the
So-
dragon and
So yeah, I mean, you've got some time.
Well,
You know.
if we are gonna go see this unicorn,
Wait, Snoop, you mentioned your class.
well, yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if maybe this is what He was detecting.
Who was detecting?
Professor.
Oh, was your professor like super attractive as well?
Oh yeah, my professor was hot.
No,
Oh,
that's
I
not
really
what
love
lot
to meet them.
So-
Those boots
Sexy
are banging.
teachers at Yalithimor.
Oh,
Right,
cool.
Professor.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of depends on
Grandma,
what
you
you're
should
like
extend your
into or
visit.
whatever. So like maybe to someone he's super hot, but not really my type.
Okay.
Huh.
Oh, all right. I'd love to see a pic, but there's none of that here. Totally fine.
Maybe we could go to his office.
Teacher?
We can go to his office. I'd love to meet them.
I'd
Oh,
like to ask what's up. You know,
Just ask him a question, I guess.
Yeah,
Should
I
we
want to
go?
interrogate this guy. If he knows there's something going on threatening my buds, we should know.
And if
Yeah.
he's not there, we could like try and get in. And
Yeah, we could.
Isn't that like not right?
Xena, class was canceled
What?
today. There's no rules. We can do
Well-
whatever we want.
Is that how campus works, Gran?
Sneaking into professor's quarters when class gets
Yeah.
cancelled? I don't know. I've never been to college before.
I've never been to college before. That's why I'm taking you here with me.
I mean, I
Well,
guess we
the
can all really
professor
claim
definitely-
we've never been to college before, so technically we don't know if or
You're
if
right.
not that is how it works.
That is some damning argument. So
Points
yeah.
were made.
All right. So lead the way. I'm more than happy to follow.
Okay, follow me. And we'll head towards the
Okay.
teacher's quarters.
Okay, so you go to you.
Let's just play it cool. Let's play it cool to start, okay?
Yeah, you guys are just kind
Let's
of like
redo that.
walking. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Just walk like me. I have these cool boots. and
Just
you'll be
like
fine.
walk like not that we're trying to come find out about a dark unicorn that's meeting us underneath the dining hall.
That's a lot of creative, and I don't know if I can act that.
Just pretend that what's happening tonight is a surprise party and it's for this professor.
Oh.
Okay? And you can't let them know that there's
Like-
a surprise party or else it'll ruin the whole thing, you know?
All right, like Gran's 29th birthday for the 400th time.
Yes.
So you guys go to the same office building, and you're outside of it. And before you can even approach, you see Farados, the professor, exiting the building and walking north toward the same meditation spot where you were before. And I assume you follow him, right?
Let's go.
Is that your professor?
That's him.
Does anybody have
Oh.
an ability to make us a bit more quiet? My hooves are
Oh, I could
clacking
do it.
along the stones here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Louis
Right.
could just pick you up.
Classic
Yeah.
oversight here.
Could I hold Grandma?
Or huge.
Yeah.
I mean, you
I tell
could,
Louis to pick Tufi up.
but see, how would that affect you? I mean,
I got
you
my
do a
boots.
strength check, I guess, and see if you're feeling up to carrying her. I think it would affect your speed for sure.
I could also do a
No.
pass without a trace if you guys
That
want.
would probably be smarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do appreciate the ride, though.
Okay.
If
I mean, you can
needed
still
it.
carry. You can still carry.
No. No. Another
Okay,
time.
so I'll cast pass without a
Another
trace.
time.
No.
Right. So you all have passed without a trace, so plus 10 to your stealth. Yay!
Yeah.
And then why don't everybody go ahead and roll stealth?
Oh, you
And-
guys.
Right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh!
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Ira.
Oh.
What's up? She's got a look on her face.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
You have advantage on you or no?
20.
Yeah, you have an advantage. April has an advantage, and Alex has 2.
I'm gonna use the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wait, are we fighting anything?
Wait. With a 10? With a plus 10 to whatever you roll?
Oh, true,
Yeah.
true.
You
Yeah.
need a 1?
You rolled a natural 1?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably want to use that
Oh,
advantage.
no.
for
Use
sure.
it.
Re-roll.
Use it.
You mean
Yeah.
a 1?
I think you want to use that advantage right
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and have an advantage. Do I just roll again?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
roll,
roll
again.
again.
Pick the highest number.
Which
Better be
If you can get higher than 1.
Yeah. No, here's hoping.
May Sergio guide you.
Let's not talk to Sergio right now. I think it's
Okay,
way
12.
over your night.
Wow. Okay, much better. So that's a 22 then, because
Great.
you add 10. Ooh, and so what did everybody else get?
Pass that shit.
You're good.
25.
Okay.
I have 20. I didn't roll very well.
20 is still pretty good.
Yeah.
Better than a 1.
24.
18.
18. All right.
We needed
cool.
that. We definitely
Yeah,
needed
for
that.
real.
Definitely
Good
did
job.
need to pass without a check.
Good job.
They
So-
get the advantage.
Hell yeah, Snoop.
Yeah. So, you follow Professor Ados down, and as you pass so that little circle where you did the meditation class, if you went to the left, you would go to where they were, the dragon and Iroquois were talking. If you go to the right and down, you kind of get into this botanical garden / statue area, and there are a bunch of kind of idols there, shrines for people to show respect to their gods, or just take a quiet moment. And you see Farados kind of walking through and opening his hands and closing his eyes. You can tell he's just kind of trying to feel out something, and he's moving toward one way, and then no, that's not right. He moves toward another way, and then he keeps doing that until eventually he is deep into the very back of this botanical garden, and he starts to go down the hill too. As it continues, it goes down the mountain, and some of the garden seems to kind of shrivel up at a certain point, and it starts to get a little creepy. It's more withered and gray, black, brown, hard earth there. And finally you see him stop at a very, very far shrine down at the bottom of the hill, and he looks, and I'm gonna say you guys are pretty far off, and you're able to hide behind shrines, hide behind things, so that you're not able to be seen. You're pretty far away. Though I will roll a perception check for him just in case. That's oh wow, okay, pretty good. Okay, so he kneels down at this shrine and starts rubbing at it and moving dust away, and then you see him take a plate. It's like something, he realizes that something has moved at the bottom of the shrine, and he takes a plate and rests it off, and then you see that he's looking at something. Now you guys are a little bit up the hill, so you can't see what he's seeing, but he looks at something and he's very concerned, and he takes out, well, he's just looking at it. He doesn't have anything on him, but he's just looking at it, and then he hears just the slightest little crunch of a twig under Grandma Toofy's foot. Because he rolled like a 24 perception, and
I hate you.
I can't pretend like he didn't see you guys, you know? So he hears the branch. Who's there? Who's there? Show yourselves.
Back up.
Show
Back up.
yourselves.
Can I roll the tricking thing?
Do we all see Snoop going like this?
Tricking thing?
Oh wait, did Snoop say this?
Yeah, Snoop was like this.
Oh.
Do we all see that?
Yeah, I mean, I would have turned around and been like,
I assume you guys are
okay.
in eye shot of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say
Okay.
yes. He puts the plate
Are
back
we like by
on.
bushes or anything?
Yeah, but in this area it is more withered. So like you're probably hiding behind shrines as opposed
And I'm
to
tall. So I'm crouched down.
Yeah.
Barely.
But I mean you have really good you rolled
do.
well, So
I got my boots.
you found some way. You got them boots.
Yeah.
Nobody's hearing you, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't you who stepped on anything, but Grandma Toofy don't got those boots. So
Don't have feet.
she's got hooves. So he puts the plate back on and throws some dirt around it, and then goes up, makes a beeline to where you guys are.
Uh-oh.
So I mean,
Should we fight him? No, just kidding.
No, one of my skills is like the thing where you can persuasion maybe?
charm or something.
Charm? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Wait, what spell is it? Friends?
No, it's like
Charm person?
I remember it was in the book. Like I put a lot in there where you can make people believe what you're saying.
Command?
It might be just persuasion. Never mind. I don't remember. Sorry.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, as he beelines towards us, I'm going to use my phase step that I have once per short rest, and I'm gonna go to behind him.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So
Like-
you make your way around the shrines and
So like I basically teleport 30 feet.
you
I know what I'll
teleport.
do. I'll make myself small. I have that spell.
You
can
make what small?
Do one at a time.
Oh.
Yeah, but
Unless you can twin
first of all, what you do? What did you want to do? You want to make yourself small?
I think I can make everybody small.
I'll help you out. I'll take a look. You can make
Okay. So
one
but at
or
least,
two people small.
Okay, but at least Snoop does teleport to behind Professor Adoz.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna go. So is he like within range of the where he was originally?
I think if you teleport behind, let me think how I was imagining this. I was imagining that you guys were about 30 feet from him,
Okay.
watching him, and
Right. So I could teleport to where he
if
was.
he
at the
came
shrine.
up, yeah, you said you could teleport 30 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say yes, you could teleport to the actual.
Okay, so I'm gonna teleport to the thing, and then I'll be like, "Excuse me."
You're talking to the professor?
Yep.
Wow.
He turns around. What are you doing here?
I just was trying to meditate because I did so poorly in class today, and
Here? And
I just
you
was
need to
trying to-
roll a deception because that's not what you're doing.
Oh
We
my
just got an advantage
God.
for Louis from Recklessly
Yay.
MK.
Thank you, MK!
We're gonna need it. We're gonna need it.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, I care for you.
Oh, not bad. Okay, 18.
Oh,
Okay, 18.
nice.
He studies your face, but it doesn't make sense. So he's trying to understand why you would meditate. What? Why would you meditate here? This is no place for peaceful rest. This is
Well, earlier I was trying to meditate in a circle with a bunch of people. What do you mean?
right. That place is for meditation. We were all there together. Look,
But I
this
don't
is
find that calming, obviously, so I was trying something new. Listen, isn't college all about experimenting?
Ooh, all right.
And I know, okay, listen, can you just not tell people that I was meditating here? Because I think they're going to make fun of me.
Of course, I wouldn't judge someone else's journey.
Well, you just did. No,
I did, but I won't anymore. I'm very sorry.
what are you doing here?
I was taking a walk.
Insight?
Oh, can I hear this?
Okay, so
Katie!
he's gonna roll.
Katie!
Okay, so yeah, you can
Oh,
roll.
I guess I'll roll an insight.
I'll roll deception. You roll insight.
Oh, roll up!
Okay,
Oh
okay,
no.
okay. Oh, I rolled
Do you
three
have an
low.
advantage?
Okay, I'm gonna
18
use
again.
my.
18
I'm gonna,
again.
Shit.
I'm gonna use my advantage.
Ah!
One of them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, good.
Katie, do you have anything?
Doesn't
I-
Katie have
Grandma
I
has
rolled-
something.
I had 18.
Ooh.
I rolled 19.
Oh, Katie doesn't have an
I swear.
advantage on her.
I wish I gave you guidance. Oh, stupid.
So- So yeah, it's like it's a stare off, you know, and you're kind of like you just look at it up. Okay.
Can I make an illusion?
So,
You want to make an illusion?
I want to make an illusion of the thing that Xena described in front of the professor. It
Thing
says
that
I
Tina
can-
described? What was it? Oh, the
The
oh god.
worn cloak.
Yeah, it says I can create a sound that lasts for a minute.
Nice.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Oh wait, a sound or an image?
either.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
no, it says
okay.
I can make both, but I want to make it ask who am I or something or what is, or never mind. I just want to make it talk. I just want to make what what Xena described
Okay.
because he didn't want to say why.
Ow.
Okay.
Whoa.
So Professor Odo's is they're having their stare off. Okay. And then there's this purpley dark. I mean, and it doesn't look perfect, April. It doesn't look like exactly what you saw because she's just making it out of her own mind, you know. But it's still pretty freaking creepy and just very scary. And what did you have it say, you said?
Maybe I say I am Sergio.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, the
So,
question mark at
okay.
the end. I am Sergio.
A question mark?
Okay, so
Because if anyone knows if he's Sergio, it's gonna be the professor. And we should know before we go meet people underground.
I'm gonna, because this professor is a monk, not a cleric. So I'm gonna roll a history. I'm gonna roll a history check to see if he does know that.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna use my other advantage.
Yeah!
Alright, use it.
I'm gonna use a different one too. Okay. Come on, baby. Okay, that's
Should've
better.
used guidance. I hate myself.
Okay, so I'm gonna say he does know of Sergio. He doesn't know Sergio like really, really well. They're not acquainted, but he knows that Sergio is represented by a unicorn and rainbows, and at the very least. And so at first, when he turns and sees, because this is all happening behind, oh no, because he already turned around and Snoop was behind him, so it's happening in front of him. At first, he's terrified, but then it says, I am Sergio. And he goes, are there more people here?
What?
Who?
No.
Come out. You have
No.
your friends here, don't you? I know you do. That is clearly, come on.
No.
Bring him out. You're
I'm
not
not
in
gonna
trouble.
do that.
Just come out.
You're not telling me the truth, and so why would I do that?
What truth? I haven't lied to you at all. What are you talking about?
Oh, Grandma will wander out, and she's gonna cast Zone of Truth in.
Oh, shit! Yes, Grandma, yes!
Oh, bring it home.
Oh,
Bring it home.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry,
shit.
dear. I can't abide the lion. She's expelled. We're all about to get expelled.
I'm just joking, but you're gonna get expelled.
Come on,
just joking, but
Sergio.
for real. But for real, you're dead. But I mean expelled. Okay, so
Yeah. So she's gonna cast it. You can roll a charisma saving throw. And you are aware
oh,
of the
I
spell.
can roll a charisma saving
Uh-huh.
throw. Okay.
But I cast on a
So-
15-foot radius sphere, so I imagine it's just
No,
gonna
no.
catch all of us. So
yeah,
we,
it's gonna catch all of us, so we can't
everybody roll a
Oh,
charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks,
let me just
Grandma.
Is it 20?
Find these.
Yeah, roll a d20. And then
Second.
add your.
Natural 20.
Ooh, okay, you can lie.
Oh, 18. Woo, Jesus.
Woo!
And
What are we rolling charisma saving?
charisma
Yeah.
saving there. So Yaya, look in the top. You beat it, but
18,
look in
baby.
your top left, and you should see
Get it, Katie.
saving throws, and you're gonna add that to it.
Nat 20. We love this.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, cousin! Yeah,
Everybody-
cousin, yeah!
Everybody doesn't want to lie.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Sorry, I'm having some trouble. Okay, so
Oh my god, I'm so happy right now.
let me
My-
just think.
My spell save DC is pretty low.
I'm gonna say okay.
It's thrilling.
18.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's 5. Woo.
So nobody is affected by Zone of Truth.
Oh no.
Oh no, you
bummer.
burn your spell. No.
Sorry. So he hears you making those weird moaning sounds, and then he sees your magic try, but it just stops at the end of your fingertips. You just weren't able to get it out. So,
I wasn't
But-
going to cast a spell. Nope, not me.
but now he's seen
Hold on, a
Snoop,
professor.
and he's seen you, Grandma Toofy, and so he knows that there's at least 2 of you.
We did.
All right.
We
what
are.
you
We
gonna do
are.
about it?
We are at 9 p.m. We are at
Okay.
time.
Okay. So here's what I'll say.
I have to go.
I'm just gonna quickly wrap up. Here's
Oh
what
no,
I'll
yeah.
say.
This is fine.
Oh wait, I gotta wrap up too.
Oh yeah. So here's what happens. He tells you guys to go back to your dorms, and he shames you and gives you bathroom cleaning duty for a week. And you are able to like convince him that you're gonna go back and everything, and he sees you go a certain way, but then you head back around to the shrine. You take off the piece, and you see runes in the same form that you saw in the mine. These
Oh shit.
they're the same kind of runes that were glowing purple, and before they read sorry, so many notes. You saw transcend and reunite, and now you see and Xena's the only one who can read this. Cleanse.
Ooh.
Oh hell no!
Yeah. And
Oh, that's bad.
And then, folks, we have to give a big round of applause for Yaya, who unfortunately cannot make it with us for our final session next week. So thank you, Yaya.
Thank you, Yaya. You're amazing. Let's play again.
Amazing. And to wrap up your end of the story, you wish your friends well on their journey to the center of Isledane Hall, and you go and sign up on the sheet, and it is a competitive sign up. You have to talk your way into convincing them that you can find gold and gems very easily, and that you have reason to study dragons. And then they provide giant eagles for you to fly with the dragons to Crate.
Damn.
And that is what
Ain't
you
no
do.
spirit here. This is Southwest, baby.
That's right.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
And you spend the rest of the semester in Crate studying dragons and helping them find some jewels, and maybe a few jewels and gold for yourself as well.
Yeah, because it's an unpaid internship, and that is class labor. So
That's
I'm
right.
gonna get mine
That
where I
is
can.
true. There you go. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We love you, our viewers. Thank you so much for the advantages. That really did make everything super interesting tonight.
Shout out to Liam Gordas, Chiefrikas, and Recklessly MK for those advantages. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And on the night of the Critical Role finale, I mean, I'm so
Right?
honored that you joined
For
us.
real.
So
Oh my god.
thank you. And we will see you next Thursday for the, I can't believe I'm saying this, conclusion of Yalithimor.
Only for now.
For now.
For now.
For now. So thank you. We love you. And we're going to raid someone.
Well, let's go around really quick and say
yeah.
who we are and where we can find you
Cool.
on the interwebs or elsewhere.
Let's start with Katie.
Hi, my name is Katie Michaels. You can find me on all the places at the Katie Michaels.
Yay!
I am Alexandra Hensley. You can find me on Instagram at the Alexandra Hensley. Also follow Hello Goodberry. Goodberry.
Yeah.
I did really well through the whole campaign, and then here we are, just regular, like hello, at Hello Goodberry on Instagram and on Twitter. And then for my personal Twitter, it's at the Alex Hensley. Yay! I host Hello Goodberry with Jess, and you can also see me there on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
Yeah.
How about you, Yaya?
Hi, my name is Yaya. I am on Instagram at Yaya_Joanna, and I am on YouTube at Yaya Joanna. And I want to say thank you to everyone who watched and who did Advantage, and to everyone who I'm playing with, because I know that I didn't know all the rules, so you guys were really patient and nice. So,
Yeah, we love playing with you.
Amazing, Yaya.
And she's on YouTube.
I'm working on it.
What's your YouTube channel? Again.
Yaya Joanna. There's only one video.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's coming. I'm editing some more, but I'm not very good at editing. So.
Well, you will be.
Killing it.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
Mariah.
Right, Mariah.
Hi, I'm Mariah Rose Faith. You can find me, you can find me at Instagram at Marastagram, or on Twitter at Mariah Rose Faith. Most things at Mariah Rose Faith. And I killed it. I can't believe this is coming to an end for now. Thank you for all the advantages, and see you next week.
Woo! Okay, hi, I'm Jess, and you can find me here on Hello Goodberry with Alex, or on the Dungeon Run with Katie. You can find me at Jessica Parsons on Twitter, or at Jessica Lynn Parsons on Instagram. Avril.
Hi, I'm Avril IlliJ. You can find me on all the socials at Fun Size Avril. If you like anything video games related or cocktails related, come to me. But also, you can find me on Hello Goodberry at this upcoming Monday.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about mules,
Woo!
Moscow
I
mules,
love
tequila
Moscow
mules.
mules.
You want to get your ginger beer on? Let's go ahead and make it. We're going to go ahead and talk about the history of it. Show up on Monday and drink with me and all of us. That's me.
All right, we are going to send a raid over to Just Jules, one of our Dungeon Run community members. She also hangs out here on Hello Goodberry, so please give her a Hello Goodberry hello for us. She is playing The Wild at Heart, which looks beautiful, so please go give her some love and check out this beautiful game. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.